Build that wall. 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 Build that wall.
This week on Tough Talk, we're going to talk about Donald Trump, the controversy that is around him, and is it all hype? Let's find out on Tough Talk. So he's the most talked about president ever in the United States. And who is he? I mean, when I was growing up, I simply didn't have a clue who Donald J. Trump is. But apparently, he's this really big entrepreneur. When I was a kid, I remember him as this guy.
I put together some really impressive deals. But this thing you've pulled off, it's amazing. A big and tasty for just $1? How do you do it? What's your secret? You're a man of few words. I like.
Now, we got to talk about the reality and the facts here. A lot of people hate Donald Trump, and a lot of people like Donald Trump. Why do they hate him? Why do they like him? Well, first of all, he's known as a huge businessman. But is he really?
Atlantic City's Donald Trump says they're not bluffing.
It's a very revolutionary business right now. It's a very, very big industry. And if you're good at it, it can be a very profitable industry.
He should know. Donald became a kingpin of American gambling with one casino that paid off in spades, a second that generated more money than some third world nations, and a third like no other on the planet. The world's second largest building after the Pentagon, the Taj Mahal spanned 3 football fields and cost $1 billion, yes, $1 billion to build. Why so much? Start with $14 million on chandeliers alone, and my, how the money soon goes. Throw in several surreal high roller suites to accommodate the whims of visiting celebrities, and you'd better believe it all adds up.
The fact that the building is $1 billion building really allows it to bring the kind of numbers in that we want. And if I spent less than that, it may not, frankly, be as successful as it turned out to be.
Was it successful? I'm pretty sure it wasn't successful. I'm pretty sure it's now closed.
Longtime patrons bid farewell as gawkers yanked on doors locked and blocked since 6 a.m. when the Trump Taj Mahal became Atlantic City's 5th casino to close since 2014.
So it wasn't that successful, was it? You spent $1 billion and literally it shut because it was a complete and total failure. Basically, Donald Trump has made his name and has become this huge icon through the name Trump. Donald Trump, the reality is Donald Trump originally started like nobody, except when some people become self-made millionaires, they actually start from nothing, whereas Donald Trump started literally from having a rich father. Now, I'm not saying I'm against Donald Trump, and I'm not with him, but the reality is there's got to be something that people like about him. And years ago, the Simpsons predicted that he was going to become this huge icon in a brief episode when they predicted he was going to be the president. Do you remember that?
I'm right behind him. Not supposed to stare at it directly, but I can't help it. If I touch it, will it heal my baldness?
So years ago, Donald Trump clearly had this vision in his head. What if I become a massive celebrity and thus using my name, it becomes everywhere and people literally get on the hype wagon. They start to like me, and I need to get people to like me, because if people like me, then I can become president. And I think that was the idea when he signed up for The Apprentice. After 15 seasons of The Apprentice, Donald Trump decided that he would run for president of the United States of America. This is not the sort of thing that you'd imagine anyone else that does The Apprentice would. For instance, the UK's version stars Alan Sugar, and he's never ran for the Prime Minister of the UK. But Donald Trump, he thought, do you know what, I'm going to be president of the United States of America. And this, as seen as crazy, people started buying into it a little bit.
We're going to build the wall. We have no choice. We have no choice. Build that wall. 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 So, we're going to build it. Who's going to pay for the wall?
He based his policies around main things for him were building the economics of America, making American people get jobs again, and also he wanted to build a wall and keep Mexicans out.
But here's an idea. So Mexico is sending lots of people, and by the way, they're coming from all over the world, including the Middle East. Why not? Come in, come on in. We're stupid, we'll take care of you, we'll pay. Get sick, we'll take care of your hospitalization. What kind of a plan do you want?
A lot of people, it's a very skeptical thing, but the problem was with Donald J. Trump is I don't think he acted really like a racist, but the problem was he was appealing to anybody who was a racist, and this is why, in my opinion, he's got such a rough ride. I'm not saying I agree with him, because I don't really stand the guy, but the reality is he tapped into something that people are fed up, and in some people's minds they don't seem to understand that around them there is loads of jobs going, and half the country sometimes don't even work. We've got people over here that don't work in the UK, never worked a day in their life. From generation to generation they just sponge and scrounge off the government, and I'm guessing America's the same. And when you get a certain amount of foreign community that come in, they'll do anything, they'll do the jobs. So I think it's the reality of life. You know, my opinion is you have to sort out the country first and the people that don't want to work before you start accusing and throwing your fingers around. But I mean, this is a massive thing, and he just basically sucked in building this wall and made it such a huge campaign thing that he was selling it. He was so good at business as well. So he was losing on all the opinion polls. He was behind, quite a bit behind Hillary, and then this video came out about, well, just watch.
She's still very beautiful. I moved on her, actually. You know, she was down in Palm Beach. I moved on her, and I failed. I'll admit it.
Whoa.
I did try and she was married.
It's huge news there.
No, Nancy.
Yeah.
No, this was marriages, and I moved on her very heavily. In fact, I took her out furniture shopping. She wanted to get some furniture. I said, I'll show you where they have some nice furniture. I took out furniture. I moved on her like a but I couldn't get there, and she was married. And all of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony and everything. She's totally changed her look.
She's your girl's hot as shit. In the purple.
Whoa!
Yes!
Whoa!
Yes, the Donald has scored!
I gotta use some Tic Tacs just in case I start kissing her. You know, I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. You just kiss. I don't even know wait. And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the. I can do anything.
Look at those legs. All I can see is the legs.
No, it looks good.
Come on, Shorty.
Oh, nice legs, huh? Hello, how are you? Hi.
Mr. Trump, how
nice
are you?
seeing you. Terrific.
Pleasure to meet you.
Terrific. You know Billy Bush?
How are you?
Nice to see you. How you doing,
Very
Ariane?
good.
Doing very well, thank you. Are you ready to be a soap star?
We're ready. Let's go. Make me a soap star.
How about a little hug for the Donald? He just got off the
Would
bus.
you like a little
Okay,
hug, darling?
absolutely.
A
Melania
little
said
hug for
this
the
was
bushy.
okay.
I just got off the bus.
Oh, bushy, bushy.
There we go. Excellent. Well,
Come
you've
on.
got a nice co-star here.
Good.
Yes, absolutely.
So as you can see in that, he's obviously massively dropped himself in it, and it's the most funniest, craziest thing I've ever seen. I mean, this literally came out when he was running for president. I mean, I would have been like, oh my god, it's over. He can't win, can he? There's no way he can win this. You know, I'm not saying that guys don't talk like that, because they probably do. But usually, maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think married men talk that bluntly. Like, I can never imagine my dad talking like that. And you know, when I marry one day, I can never imagine me being like that. It's so incredibly, well, especially when you're married. God, yeah. So basically, then he somehow won.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President-elect of the United States, Donald John Trump.
So he won, and everything's been chucked at him since he did win. People are coming out the woodwork. Porn star who apparently had sex with him when he was married, to the Russians made him win, to everything really, and he's still standing. I think the most important thing to take into play here is, I think if he ever becomes a little bit too out of hand, the Americans will remove him, because you know they're not going to let some crazy dictator take over the world and fire bombs wherever he wants. I tell you what, I do like his fact that he is quite blunt to a point, and he sort of says his opinion when he probably shouldn't. I mean, I say my opinion, but I'm not the president. His tweets, I mean, he tends to just have a go at anyone he can, and as president you're probably not allowed to do that, but it is kind of humorous when he does. So is he a good president? Is he not? Well, who will know? We'll find out in 2 years when he's up for re-election. The reality is, this has given America a massive wake-up call that you need to vote, because you decide who is in power. You decide. Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to click, share and subscribe, that would be fantastic. I'm going to be doing more episodes of Tough Talk, as the last one did very well on Madeleine McGann. Sadly, they haven't found her yet, and we're going to be doing a lot more. So thank you for watching, and take care. Bye bye.